Welcome to San Antonio, Texas, and remember the Alamo Dome is home to the Roadrunners of UTSA, and we are fired up to get this game underway. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on a team from the American, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Roadrunners' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Bringing it back. He's got great speed. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Here's the handoff. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Guys, you think about where Arkansas State is as a program. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it? Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side.
Tons of room in the middle. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Wolves. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
A lot of offensive coordinators script their first 18 to 15 plays. Who needs it? Forget that. Just come out and score right away. First possession, you put points on the board. You create some momentum for this offense and for this season.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll send the back in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds space on the right. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Caught near the sticks. It's Jones. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And the Roadrunners will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
This is a designed run. Continues to fight for yards. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
It's complete to the right, and he'll be brought down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And the try is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Let's think for a second about Arkansas State. They had some players jump into the transfer portal, but they were able to hang on to some of their key pieces. Do you think really that's more the culture coming through or promises from the staff, David?
I think that's exactly how I would do it, because I can feel...
It's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Johnson wants to throw it. Finds his target down the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the 1st down.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Dances away. Got his man on the right. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
I don't know what you want to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
And the Red Wolves come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by 10 to UConn. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. A strike downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
17, UTSA, 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Roadrunners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. We've reached the break, and Arkansas State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jones. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got him downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And that's what we players call a 7 route. That receiver ran it beautifully.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Pulls it in. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Just keeps slinging it. Looking to scramble. Makes the pass. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Basically everything they've tried has worked. Scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The Red Wolves, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the ground, he's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. Working that left side now. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's got his man. Makes the grab.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
The Red Wolves can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out route. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
He wants to throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll leave it with him. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Arkansas State, 24. UTSA, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his man. It's Jones. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you.
Running free. The 20. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
They just keep firing. Bringing the heat. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
No rest for the wicked for this offense. They are taking shots. You just saw a big explosive play on the previous one, and right away they get back to the line of scrimmage, and they throw it in the end zone. They have got this defense on their heels.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Addison. Turning it on. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Red Wolves. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking to take a shot. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Arkansas State. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Coming out with it, it's Jackson. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. Really nice gain, gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Fires left. Pulls it in. It's Jones. There he goes. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Really good coverage by this defense. That they were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to them. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Shoots it to the left. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Johnson wants to throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback moving. On the move, he fires. Lost the defense. He's wide open. Touchdown, Red Bulls. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jackson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's going to throw deep right side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense. Now, they haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
Gonna take a shot. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been...
He lofts one down the sideline. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He gets the pick, but not the pick 6, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Red Wolves will boot it away to start the second half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Roadrunners line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Firing to the right, complete. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, 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 please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USF has had no answer for the onslaught they faced today. A crucial game for this team, and they did not answer the bell. They're trailing by 17 to UConn. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Now watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Roadrunners will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Addison. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Well, you always worry about turnovers in the first game, and for this young man, he's got to be able to turn the page. I know that was his first carry of the year. He puts it on the ground. That's the nightmare scenario, but you got to be able to wash that and flush it out. You got to be able to play the next play.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Release to the back. Complete. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
From the gun. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive linemen? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that
breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson.
Returner is tackled down at the 15.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these. Concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well, and you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense.
Let's go!
Finding an escape route. Turning it on. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Brings up second down.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one.
0.
So the final period starts with a second down play.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. Dumps it off in the flats. Spins away from the defender. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Red Wolves will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Yeah, nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
And the Red Wolves will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Cricket.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones.
I love the job by the receiver there on the curl route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David, no question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead, and the defense playing accordingly, now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the 4th quarter.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
He got it. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Roadrunners are facing third and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Roadrunners with the 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. They'll try to get outside. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And this defense has brought their A-game. Done a great job stopping the run, stopping the pass, not giving up a lot of points. Even right there, everything's difficult. They string it out towards the sidelines. Everybody's flying to the football. This defense has looked spectacular in it. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. Offense in a bunch formation. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He wants a big play here late. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again.
Okay, ready?
No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. At the 30. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Toss sweep right. Shakes off the defender. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.
Today's final score, Arkansas State 69, UTSA 0.